So I learned at a very young age that when I was 3 hours old, I had a complete blood transfusion, and without it, I wouldn't have been alive. Throughout my childhood, my younger teen years and adulthood, nothing ever seemed to work out for me. I always had this deep-seated feeling that God didn't have a plan for me because I wasn't even supposed to be here. I went to university, I went to college, and both times I dropped out because of my anxieties. Every job I ever had would go from being a good job to a better job, and then everything would just tank. I'd have a panic attack. I did get diagnosed with social and general anxiety. I couldn't hide who I was, so I internalized absolutely everything, and I hid very well what was going on inside of me. And whenever I would pray to a God I really didn't know yet, I'd always pray that he would just kill me and get it over with. Throughout my entire life, my dad was always the foundation of my life. When he passed away, it really left me totally lost, and my anxieties, I think, worsened during that time. And so Shelley would literally make me go with her places. And she took me to I think it was called a French club or a French cafe. And we were sitting at a table, and there was two guys sitting at the table. They were talking about this men's group that met at the Open Arms Mission at the barn. One of the gentlemen I knew from the barn, he knew a guy who said he had Jesus in his backyard. I was still very new as a Christian at that point, but people would always say to me throughout my life, you need to get God. And I always thought, like, for sure, some invisible dude is just going to save me from all the stuff that's going on in my life. Like, sure, we're going to go to some guy's house and Jesus lives in his backyard. Okay, sounds good to me. Let's go. So I went to this weekend. So we literally went for a walk in the woods with headphones on. I was scared because I didn't know what to expect. It was my turn to start, and I started walking down this path, and I suddenly heard a voice from God telling me that he loved me. Throughout this entire walk, God spoke to me the entire time, and the things he was speaking to me were so true to my heart. Ecclesiastes, there's a Bible verse in there about God turning your heart of stone into flesh. And I always felt like I had a heart of stone. And I walked away from that experience with just a profound belief that Jesus was with me all the time. There was never a time in my life that I went through anything in my life, the good, the bad, what I considered the horrible, the hell, all of it. Jesus was right there with me the whole time. I don't see anything that happens in my life or happened in my life as anything other than God planned, and I feel Jesus with me all day, every day, and I thank him every day. I think it's an important story that a lot of us suffer from, there's a lot of people suffering in anxiety and depression, fear, and I want to have conversations. I really do. I don't just want to be the guy sitting in the corner. I want people to come and talk to me about my story, to talk to me about their story, to start a conversation.